Hi everyone, welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll be informed when there's new videos, hopefully. Hopefully. You never know with notifications, do you really? But what can you do? So sorry it's late. I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but I had no internet this morning. Had a bit of a problem last night. It went off for a while and then it went off again this morning. So we went out to the shops first and then came back. And by that time, I was a bit hungry, so we ate the leftovers of the cauliflower cheese that Gary made yesterday, which was amazing, and it always tastes so much better the next day as well. So there was just a bowl each left, so we had that for our lunch, and I was so hungry I had to eat that first. So here I am anyway, a bit late, but never mind. Better late than never, as they say. Hopefully that I hope that's the end of the internet problems. The only thing I can think of is that we had a storm this morning. It was a big one. So maybe that was something to do with knocking the signal out or whatever. Don't know. But yeah, we did have a big storm, which is a bit typical really, because Mike and Gemma are going to a festival today, and it was torrential rain. I mean, all that scorching weather we've had and everything else, and the day that they're going to go to this open festival, they've got this rain and hopefully though the forecast said that it would be fine now until later on this afternoon, but they did say that the rain would be today, and we got it last night as well. So hopefully they've been a bit out with their times and they'll have a much nicer afternoon and evening. But you know, they'll enjoy themselves anyway, because it's the first time they've been out at a festival for a long time, and they used to be the ones that were always, well, not always, but they were festival goers, you know. And they've both got the same taste in music as well, you know, like really heavy stuff. So, but they do like other stuff, don't get me wrong. I mean, Mike, he loves all the Britpop stuff like Oasis as well, but he also likes Phil Collins and stuff like that. And, you know, so they do have more of a dancey taste in music as well, but they do both like things like Kill Switch and Gauge, and you know, Mike's a Metallica fan, and you know, they've like Nickelback and things like that. So they do have a heavier taste in music, but this festival is more mainstream. It's there is a Madness tribute act. They don't like Madness, but well, Mike doesn't. But there's meant to be Bon Jovi, but they've pulled out and put Beatles in place of them, and he doesn't like them. So straight away there's two that he doesn't like. But you know, I think there's a really good Oasis tribute, and there's not Bon Jovi, who's the other guys? Can't think at this precise moment, but there's lots anyway that they're really looking forward to seeing. But it's just been nice for them to get out and, you know, to do that. I mean, to be honest, this year I was going to look after Tyler for a long weekend, and they were going to do Download Festival, but obviously it all got cancelled. And they were also supposed to see, this is last year I should say, they were supposed to see both members of Oasis. They were supposed to see Liam Gallagher at one venue and then Noel Gallagher at another, but of course everything got cancelled, so it never happened. But I said, you know, you're not going to be young enough that you'll want to do that forever, so you know, book it up, go to Download, I'll look after Tyler. So maybe we'll do that next year. Maybe they'll still be young enough, you know. Maybe. And yeah, so then I'll have Tyler and they can do it. But it was supposed to happen last year. But Paul's never been one for festivals. He's never done it. He's never been up for it. And he's not I mean, if the festival was a festival of Craig David and that kind of R&B stuff as well, like he likes Usher and, you know, the like, then he'd probably do it. And lots of others that he likes. He's got that kind of, you know, milder taste in music. But then again, they have some in common, like Theory of a Dead Man, Nickelback, those kind of bands, and they both loved Linkin Park, Blink-182. They had similar tastes that overlapped, but then they went off in two different directions. More kind of softer and R&B and garage, and the other one heavy, you know. But they met in the middle in some of them. Yeah, so that music was always a big thing in my house when the kids were growing up. There was always something bellowing out of one bedroom or another, or sometimes from both. And if we went out in the car, I never got the choice of what I was listening to. You know, if it was Mike, he brought his CDs. If it was Paul, he brought his CDs. And mine just used to get taken out. And don't want that, do we? Put this on. And we're like, I've only just put that in. I was going to listen to it. No, don't listen to that. You don't want to listen to that, Mum. Don't listen to that. So no, never. And they used to like it if I took them for a drive so they can listen to music. They both had that sort of thing. He was like, oh, take me for a drive. So I'd go and waste a tank of petrol so they can listen to some music, which they could have listened to in the bedroom. Never mind. So, yesterday, definitely not Swedish, was Lily from First Contact. And she was referring to the Borg. Because, you know, they went back in time. So Borg was Bjorn Borg, the Swedish tennis player who won Wimbledon a lot. So she was definitely not Swedish. Under her breath meant it's not Bjorn Borg, you know. It was the Borg. Resistance is futile. So this one, who got it first? Jane, Licorice's mum's hubby. He got it. And Nana Kathleen got it. So well done. Now this one is dead easy. I've got to try and get the words right. What I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. This could be said of me. What I do have are a particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Obviously it's a bit more menacing. And I don't know who you are. And I will find you. I love that. There was a meme. There was a meme that went around Facebook. And it was, I can't remember what it was to do with now. But it was, if you keep sending me game requests, I don't know who you are, but I will find you and I will kill you. So I used to put that up a lot because I used to get Farmville sent to me all the time. It used to drive me up the wall and I wanted to play Farmville. So, one more time, because I love this. What I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Oh, sorry. Should be doing it on the phone. So there you go. I love that movie. So for a bonus brownie point, for those of you across the pond, a brownie is a child's, well, it's a girl's. So you're not really supposed to be that gender specific now. But, you know, it was kind of like the Boy Scouts, Girl Guides. And a brownie was a little one. With boys, it's kind of beavers. Mine were beavers. Well, Paul was. He didn't like it, though. He stayed for a little while and then he wasn't up for it anymore. So that was the end of that. Probably told him off or something. And he didn't want to stay. But all the time they were making stuff, he was happy. But he didn't stay for long. Had a cute little shirt, though. This little beaver shirt. Never mind. He was a mummy's boy. I don't think he liked me leaving him there. But, you know. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, for an extra bonus brownie point, you can give me the character name as well as the actor. And the movie is such an easy one. Such an easy one. I should have lots of people get it. Should have lots of people get it. So I thought I was going to have the cauliflower cheese for dinner, but apparently not. Apparently we've got something else. I think it's steak. I'm making Actifry chips. So that's, and when I do my Actifry chips, I make them into little blocks, like little nuggets. And I'm going to do sweet potato and potato. So they'll be combined. There'll be, when you get them out, you'll have bits of both. I like that. And I used to do 3. I used to do sweet potato, potato and butternut squash. But Gary's not keen on butternut squash, so it's just sweet potato and potato. So 2 kind of chips. And so we're having steak, which is obviously not fattening. Active fried chips, which are obviously not fattening. And probably some mushrooms and peas. Gary hates peas, so I think he's got something else with his, but I can't. Onion rings. He does like an onion ring. I don't. Not keen on them. I'm not really an oniony person. I do eat it, but I'm not big, heavily into onion. I think my ex-husband was the one who put me off onion, because onion went in everything, you know, and it's not just a little either, copious amounts of onion. So everything was just oniony. Yes. So anyway, good luck with the movie quote. I really love that movie. It's one of my favourites. And I love the actor as well. Just, you know, not really been many films of his that I didn't like. The odd lemon, I suppose. You know, there are some actors, you know, who seem to just accept any script that comes their way, and they don't care if it's bombs. And you know, there's been a few really dodgy Nicolas Cage films, for instance, and Bruce Willis. Some of them are not even made it into the box office, they're just from TV films because they're that dire. But you get others that will just say no. If they don't think that movie's brilliant, they'll just say no. Just get out of here. And then you get other people like Samuel Jackson who pick a weirdo movie like Snakes on a Plane because it's weird, and he'll turn it into something brilliant because he's in it, you know. But others don't have that ability, you know. It just becomes a disaster, which bombs. Anyway, enough about movies. So yeah, should have a lovely dinner today, and looking forward to the active fried chips. I had sweet potato fries for a long time, but they're very kind of not an air fryer as such. Put like a tablespoon of oil. I always put a bit less, but I always use olive oil because any other oils taste not so nice. I've tried others, and when you taste them, they always kind of have a dryness to them, like a bitter, dry taste, all the nut oils. So, because, you know, I tried walnut oil and others because they're so good for you, but they just don't taste too good. So, you know, back to olive oil. That's really good for you anyway. So, and I'd use about half a tablespoon, so I don't really put much in, just enough. And I know some air fryers are actually just air, but this one is the granddaddy of them all, and I like it. I think it's an amazing machine. So anyway, that's what's for dinner. And I'm going to start really cutting down. So Gary said, should we buy this today? I'm like, no, I'm not going to buy any more naughty stuff. I will kind of finish off what I've got, but I'm not buying any more. This is it now. Sort of got to try and get all of that behind us and get in the I'm having an operation soon mode. So what worries me is Tyler has a cold, and it came out the other night when we was out, and it's his birthday party on Monday. I really don't want to go anywhere near germs before I go in hospital, so hopefully he'll be finished with it by then. But today he's been looked after by Charlotte, so he'll be playing with Sophia, who'll be there at his party, and you see how I'm going with this. I just really need to stay away from germs and not get ill before I go. But how am I going to avoid it? I can't. I just can't. It's just impossible. So unless I just go in a bubble, that's what I should do. Go, and Gary, both of us in a big bubble. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this. And thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care. And I will put a link to my Rocks chat just in case you want to see that. I don't always talk about the same things either, so might be fun. So bye for now. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.